Alright guys, so we've been working on this truck all day long and really for the last 2 weeks, I guess, but we're getting really close to, I think, firing this thing up. We got a lot of guys working back here. Rick, Ron, Alex. Got the whole team out on this truck right now. We think we're gonna get fired up today and we're gonna show it to you right here on Whitlock Garage. Y'all hang tight. We're about to be working on the throttle cable. Obviously the exhaust is already run. Looks like Ron's got the clamps on the exhaust down there. So you can see there, he's got the exhaust adapted to the Flowmaster exhaust from the long tube, Speed Engineering long tube headers. A lot of wiring going on. Obviously the wiring harness has already been laid already. Transcooler lines run up to the front. Oh, and real quick, we've got the power steering lines run. Cool thing about the square bodies, particularly this year's square body, you can reuse the factory lines. Actually, one of these lines, I think the pressure line is off of the LS, the original LS pump, and then the other return line is one we bought for the truck itself. So some real cool retrofitting that you can do with the power steering lines to get them to work with the power steering pump on an LS motor.
So we got the regulator mounted, we got the lines run back here for it. I got some rubber clamps I'm going to put on the rail to help hold these lines up so they're not rubbing anything, make it all nice and clean. Robbie brought the drive shaft with him, we'll put that in. We got the starter wired up last night, so I mean
we're definitely getting there.
We're getting down to the nitty gritty. Rick knows every bar in Decatur, but he can't remember how to get to my house. I'm gonna tell him that too.
You won't have to, it's on video.
Oh, do. Well.
Excuse me.
Whew. God, who put these plugs in?
You.
No, I don't remember that. I must have been feeling good that day. Yep, just over here changing out some spark plugs. Taking out the TR55s or TR6s. I couldn't tell the difference in a spark plug if somebody asked me, but Alex recommended these. Based on my setup and what he needs, he told me to get these TR6, part number 4177. I think they were, I don't know, like $249 at the parts store or something like that.
$249 a piece?
Yeah, $249 a piece. Take these Speed Engineering plug wires out of the way. I really like these wires, man. They were affordable price, super nice.
What'd you buy them for?
I think they were, I want to say they were $59 or $69. They have a 10-inch and they have a 12-inch. I opted for the 12-inch. I really want them just because it was ease. I mean, I figure if they make the headers, they know what they need to clear it. They have a 45 on the boot there. Super easy. They come really nice, come packaged well. They even come with dielectric grease. That way there, if you want to pop them on and off, you can. You don't have to worry about it. You get good contact. Couldn't really go wrong with the price.
And they fit.
And they fit, yeah. They don't fit around the headers. I didn't have to. I know there's some kits on the market. You know, you got to make a plug wire or something like that. I didn't particularly care to do that, so these worked out perfect.
Here comes old Alex.
Oh, I know it, man. I'm struggling. We're all struggling.
You're struggling.
Yeah. We're getting ready to put the oil pressure sensor in the back of the valley cover. This is a factory small block Bell type oil pressure sensor, single blade. We picked up at AutoZone, and Alex provided, from Walker Tune, provided a couple of adapters to fit down in the valley cover first and then adapt the factory type oil pressure sensor so we can run the stock gauges. So we're about to get that done right now. Alex is finishing up some beautiful wiring work over there, so we'll fill you in on what that looks like here in just a minute. Ron is starting to work on the throttle cable. We've got drive shaft set, transmission cross members in, and SQRBDY showed up.
We are live. We got the steam vent return going from the
The front of the block, steam vent return comes out, needs to be circulated back into the cooling system, so this is a good little solution. Basically it's 5/8 to 5/8 to a quarter. Your steam vent return goes into this. If anybody that's helping you build your truck or someone tells you that you can just block that off, you need to get a second opinion. Over here getting prepared for the fuel pump relay wiring. Factory wires from the truck for all your sending units and gauges and everything. We're gonna tie those up and put them away in case we reuse them. I believe Ron's got plans for Dakotas. But so far we showed you how we've got the constant 12 volt set up with a circuit breaker. Goes to distribution block here. The two wires from your bulkhead get constant 12 volts to power up the fuse box and the column. Then they send back out this pink wire to the keyed 12 volt source, and we put it on distribution block for any source like the fuel pump relay we've got here. We'll need a keyed 12 volt source to initiate the fuel pump. And the ground will be coming from the PCM, and that's a negative trigger instead of a positive trigger. A lot of people think it's a positive trigger, but it connects the ground, connects the circuit, ignites the fuel pump. So we're going to run the high-speed blower fan. It used to be the diamond up here on the firewall. We just get rid of them. They have a fusible link in them, and you're obviously running a lot more amperage with a LS platform here, so we just keep everything tied together and protected with a circuit breaker so nothing bad happens. Once we get that wired up, we are even closer. So now I'm not going to talk and I'm just going to do it.
I bet we fire it up and he'll wake up.
This truck?
He's currently asleep under the truck.
You might have just bolted that or just bent that in the perfect location.
Which way?
I think you got it nailed. All right, guys. So what we've done, and I've still got to put the nut on the stud here for the trans, but we basically moved the 700R4 bracket, shift linkage bracket, up one hole. So eventually we'll drill another hole to secure it, since it could be secured by 2 bolts. We're running the factory stuff all the way over to the 4L60E here. So then we'll run the shift linkage rod down from the column, and I think we're gonna be in business. All right, so you can see we got the whole shift linkage retrofitted to the 4L60E. There's the old 700R4 bracketry. The actual shift rod is connected, and we've got all gears, which Teddy don't even have. Squarebodies for life. Yeah, park, that's reverse.
Yeah.
Neutral, overdrive, drive, second, 1, we're in. There we go.
While we're waiting on Alex to get this thing ready to fire up, we forgot to talk about this throttle cable. So tell me about your setup here.
It is part number GM 15040848. Straight off the shelf. It's from like a 99 to 02 Yukon, Tahoe, Silverado.
Alright, obviously it connects right in here to the drive-by cable. This is obviously only applies if you're drive-by cable.
We run it back through the same hole where it was. It snaps into the pedal the exact same way. It goes in. There's a little grommet on that new cable.
Yep.
It's round and the hole is square, so you just gotta like shave the sides down so it'll snap in.
So you don't have to adjust the length of the cable or anything like that to make it work on a square body gas pedal.
If you were probably using different mounts, you probably could. You probably would have to, but since the Tejas stuff slides it more forward,
yeah,
it was a perfect fit.
For some odd reason, I feel like we're getting close, man. Where are we?
We can smell the gas fumes. We're hooking up the PCM, the harness now. All the connections have been made. Wiring is done, with the exception of some underdash stuff that's going to go with our Dakota Digitals whenever we do those. But yeah, we've got the grounds going. We found a place to mount the fuse box. I'm going to let Ron put it in, and But once we get these PCM connectors in, I'll get the tune file out of it, put us a startup tune on it, and we'll
Wait, what are we gonna do?
put a startup tune on it.
And then what are we gonna do after
We're
that?
gonna fire it up.
Oh man! All right, we're getting a little coolant in there. About to check for some leaks. What's happening, man?
Here. Oh, we're just cleaning up, getting ready to turn the key for the first time.
What? What are we gonna do that for?
Make smoke.
TTR,
Yes, sir.
you always get right this way right before we finish a project.
Quiet.
Quiet, nervous, anxious,
It's been a long week.
determined maybe? You determined?
I was determined a couple hours ago. I'm on the downhill slide now.
You about to be out there sliding in the street.
Just like when we took the old motor ride, he was all down.
I know he was.
It's been a long week.
Connect the ground.
We need to plug the MAF sensor up. It should be running right there across the front of the motor.
Battery's on.
Oh boy. All right, so battery's hooked up. We got the air intake on.
There you go.
MAF sensor plugged in. Make sure that thing's not hanging down near that fan. Well, no, it's not hanging down near that fan. It's all right.
Ready to tighten it?
Yeah. Tighten that bad boy up. We got some coolant in it. Alex is bringing the brain.
Got the laptop.
Got the laptop. Amanda's sitting over here watching the show. What do you think?
I'm ready.
Are you? What do you think's gonna happen?
I hope he cries.
I like that.
Walker Tune doesn't go to the Cayman Islands for business.
No, we go to Helen.
We go to Helen. About as far as we can afford to go.
Getting ready to fire it up.
Oh my gosh.
Pull the tune file out of here.
What are you doing down here? Sleeping?
Nope. I'm gonna check the fuel pump, prime it, make sure everything's good, tighten the lines, and
We're gonna make sure everything's getting fuel out of that bad boy first,
I'm
huh?
gonna prime the pump, and then I'm gonna kick the tires, and Alex is gonna light the fire.
All right.
If you got your lines running in that bucket,
Yeah, he's ready.
Good. I'm ready when you are.
fire in the hole.
All right, we got.
All right, we got it.
I got it.
fuel in the radiator.
Uh-oh.
Fuel in the radiator? Oh boy. All right, Ron, you got that, buddy?
Yep.
You let me know when you're hooked up, because I'm gonna turn the key on. Getting the tune file out of it right now. Stock file. 01 Yukon, Ron? Is that what it was?
01, 02, something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Alex says we're about to light the fire on this thing.
What?
Let's do it.
Alex, you think he's all right to do that?
I think he's ready.
All right.
Ready?
Let her rip, Tater Chip.
Let her rip. Heck yeah, man. Dude. Yes. Yes. Oh, Dude. You old dog, you. Right. Yes, man. Sweet. Everybody just heard this thing fire up, man. What are your thoughts from an LS tuner about all this?
One of the easier fire ups. Everything went well. We primed the fuel system good and put a tune up in it, and she fired it off.
Heck yeah, man. All right, guys. So I know y'all know it. That's Walker Tuned on Instagram. All right, black under my eye.
You've had that on for a while.
Yeah, we just haven't said nothing to you.
That's all right. Obviously, you've seen it run. You've heard Alex's initial thoughts. We're really, really pumped about this. Ron,
Yeah.
TTR, what do you think?
Dude, I'm excited now.
You look the least excited of anyone I've ever seen.
Dude, I'm tired. It's been a long week, but man, it's all worth it at the end of the day. Just to know that all the stuff, all the hard work you put into it. And
Heck yeah, man.
I'm so used to being in this thing, like having to bury my foot in the floor of the 305. Now I just barely touch it.
Riding them Pecos. A little data logging. Out here on these streets. C10 Club, Georgia. Whitlock Garage. You ain't ready.
We appreciate you tuning in to Whitlock Garage. If you hadn't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. We got a lot more great content coming as it relates to LS swaps and barn finds. I'm just kidding, Alex isn't finding any more barn finds. Anyway, subscribe to the channel if you hadn't done so. Definitely leave us a like if you enjoyed this video. All you gotta do is hit the thumbs up button down below the screen and leave a comment congratulating TTR on the fire up of his LS swap Squarebody Pecos. Y'all hang tight. We'll catch you next time on Whitlock Garage.
Cue the music.